Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. It's been a while since I posted a video to this here page. But yeah, we're here with another IWF Caw update for calls that you haven't seen. And right now, this first person right now is Bryce Hooligan. And this is the new attire that I got for the hooligans. I don't know if you noticed this or not, but my main thing with the hooligans is pretty much, well, with Bryce Hooligan, is pretty much make him as much as Road Dogg as possible. Yeah, I wanted to make him similar to Road Dogg, and obviously his tag team partner, Troy Hooligan. He pretty much obviously has the same attire, just different, different pants or whatnot. Nothing too special, but hey, this guy right here is Sean O'More. As you can see, I changed him, and to me, he looks better than ever. Now I know what you're gonna say. He looks a lot like a younger version of what's his name? What the hell is that man name? He looks like a younger version of Franchise. And I know. But hey, what can you say? Sean Moore right there. That's his logo. The S forming into an A, which I always thought that was dope. And he got the Amore next to the A, and he's Victoria's Secrets. Yeah. This guy, his name is Brody. Caleb Brody, and he is pretty much he's one of those characters that I had on 2011 SVR 11 that I didn't get a chance to show. So plus he looked completely different on 2011, and I think I'm the only person that used the that beard. I hate that beard with a passion, because it doesn't work with anything. Like, it's hard to find something to work with it. And I am really not fond of his attire, like his briefs design. I hate his briefs design, to be honest with you. But hey, this guy right here is Brian Dillon, of course. He is another SVR 09 character from the PlayStation 3 version of 09 that I decided to bring back. And I don't normally do this, but the leotard is downloaded. I downloaded RVD leotard that somebody made, and I altered it. I deleted a lot of the stuff, and I drew my own shit, like the flames on the side and the back, the B on the middle of his chest, and the spine is my design. I didn't draw the front part of the design. If I knew the guy's name, I would give him credit, but I don't really know his name. Right now, this is Osiris, and I love the guy's attire. I really love the way the attire came out, but I hate the tattoos on the side, and I hate the face. His face. I didn't have the formula for his face, so the face didn't come out the same as it normally did. But the attire is dope. I love the way the attire came out, and the tattoos on the side. I can't stand the way the tattoos look right now. Like, whenever I decide to get back on this game and change that, I will. But it's whatever. Osiris is always one of my favorite characters, but this year he just doesn't do it for me. This guy is Nova, ladies and gentlemen. Nova is another SVR 09 PS3 version that y'all got, a character that y'all didn't see before, and I just changed his hair so y'all can see his face. But yeah, his thing was, I really don't have a backstory for this character. He's one of the few characters that I don't have a backstory for. I don't have a backstory for him, and I don't have a backstory for Brian Dillon. Like, the characters from SVR 09, a PS3 version, I really didn't focus too much on those characters. because I knew, you know, I was on the 360 with '09, and the majority of my main characters was on 360, and these characters was just like characters that I was going to try to give to the PlayStation 3 community back then. But yeah, I'm not even supposed to be showing y'all these attires, but this is Nova's heel attire. Whenever Nova turns heel, this is the attire he's gonna work with. And I know y'all gonna say, oh, he got Brian Kendrick boots. I know he got Brian Kendrick boots. I gave it to him. I made it. There's a reason why he has Brian Kendrick boots, because I love those fucking boots. Now, one thing about these boots that I love so much is that they came out perfect. I mean, like, yeah, on the side and the inside of the boots, you know, you got the line going through the kick pad, and I don't really like that. That kind of pissed me off, but it came out perfect. Perfect. I know I'm one supporter of paint tool, but there are times where paint tool is just not necessary. You don't have to. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say not necessary, but there are times where paint tool is useless for what you want to do, and it's best to use logos and layers and whatnot. This is just a Japanese tight attire that I did. I really had no focus on this attire. I don't even know if y'all gonna like it or not. I can really care less for it. It says power, strength, and honor, I think. Power, strength, and honor. I think it says power, strength, and honor in Japanese. I know I got the whatchamacallit from somewhere. This guy is Maniac Miles. I know exactly what you're gonna say. He looks like such and such from such and such, and he is supposed to look like such and such from such and such, just like his tag team partner looks like that other such and such from such and such. This is where I got the idea from. That's why they look the way they do. But he is Maniac Miles, and he is one half of the tag team called Arsenal. And you know, their attire, it's pretty much nothing to it. It's just the army fatigue covered with like a black paint tool on the sides or whatever. And his t-shirt, if you can read it, says never leave home without one. And that is never leave home without an arsenal. I don't know if y'all got that or not, but. And here's his tag team partner, Adam Impact. He, you know, he doesn't look exactly like such and such, but his attire and his body build and everything looks like such and such. I say such and such because I'm pretty sure y'all gonna guess who they are, you know, who they based off of, who they resemble. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna figure that shit out. So, you know, it's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, the attire is plain. There's not really much to the attire. I really didn't feel like my heart is not in this game anymore, people. Like, don't be surprised if I do make a video saying that I'm not gonna do a show. Like, don't be surprised if I make that video. I'm not saying I'm gonna make that video now, but don't be surprised if that video comes in the future. Now, with this, I decided to show y'all some of the paint tools that I had. That was Christian Creed's new attire paint tool. This is Arsenal's paint tool. As you can see, it's an A that I tried to be creative with, but it just didn't come out looking right. But it has Arsenal written on one side and Arsenal in reverse written on the other. And this is the paint tool that is on the side of their attire. And this is Adam Impact's kick pad paint tool and whatnot. You know, and this is a group of attire. That is Caleb Brody's paint tool that's on the side of his grease. And that's the second Arsenal paint tool. And that's the new American Hooligans logo. As you can see, the A is in the shape of a star and whatnot, and the H is behind it. This is Shauna Moore's attire logos, so you can see them closely. I try to make a golden heart, and the arrow is obviously, you know, simple. And then the never leave home without one, that's never leave home without an arsenal again. This is Brian Dillon's attire, well, leotard. This is his leotard paint tool, as you can see. The blue circle on the bottom is a void for me to know like where, you know, the crotch blur is, so I know not to put anything there. This is Osiris is a paint tool, one of the most detailed paint tools that I've done. And this is one of my favorite paint tools of all time, is David Rain's paint tool. This paint tool just came out so perfectly. I apologize for the speed of the video. It may look choppy, but hey, yeah.